Welcome to InfoCision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's... And the Zips will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Scarlet Knights offense will start this game off. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long. So I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Hold it.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got him. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He'll pull it on the read. Crosses the 45. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Archer.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw on third. Oh, he makes the catch. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going for it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Play, it's intercepted.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The give to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Zips can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. To the air. It's Callahan. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Fair catches signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Now adjusting. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking downfield, it's Callahan. Grabs it in the middle. Turning it on. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Zips can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the Zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Quarterback on the keeper. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Zips are threatening on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Zips.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by just 1 over East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that. Out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Dropping back, it's Callahan. Got his man in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Reads it, fires complete. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. And the Zips will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Off play action on first down. Works the middle of the field. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The lone back's got it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll run the toss. Running to Green. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Converts on fourth down, still going. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Scarlet Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Snagged out of the air. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. They're working that left side. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's fourth down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Zips with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Callahan. Caught. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. On target. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Infocision Stadium.
And the Scarlet Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting... Oh, he's got some space! Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Callahan. Touchdown, Akron! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Memphis has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up 14 over East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Callahan. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll run the screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Zips line up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Archer. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Out of the shotgun on third down. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The Zips come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Zips are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. There he goes! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Zips pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's the handoff. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Zips. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on.